The governor's house in Pennsylvania was set on fire. And the crazy thing about it is the governor, his wife, his children, and his two dogs were in the house when the fire happened. They said not fear. They set the governor's mansion on fire, man. Shapiro, he was in there asleep. They saying that he was deranged. I think the news people that went to his house and knocked on the door, they didn't really come out, but they was able to ask the person a question. They was like, yo, they're talking to the man. He didn't really give them any answers. But one thing, the man who they think is his dad, the suspect's dad, they asked him, the man told him, man, we tried to get him help. We tried to get him help. So I guess the guy is kind of deranged. Okay. I guess the guy is kind of deranged. Listen, man, y'all talk with some respect. I acknowledge your comments. Any disrespect, I ain't even going to acknowledge it. But anyway, like I was saying, the governor of Pennsylvania mansion was set on fire. I think they said the man like climbed over some type of fence. I don't know if he had security or what, but they climbed over and threw like what they called a cocktail. An empty bottle. They said it was a Hennessy bottle, an empty Hennessy bottle that he put gasoline in. It was an empty Hennessy bottle that they put gasoline in. And we also want to talk about, man, the brother, Garcia over in El Salvador. He was actually illegally shipped out, as we all know. The president administration admitted initially, though they peddling back on that story. But what happened is they sent him out by mistake. But now he's over in the El Salvador prison, and they refusing to bring him back. So those are the two stories that I'm talking about. The one is the fire. The Pennsylvania governor, he do consider himself Jewish, so he's Jewish. I don't know if that's the reason why he was attacked. He's also a Democrat. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But either way, man, they threw a cocktail in the man's house while he was in there, his wife, his children, and his two dogs. Carrie said, I have cancer. Can you say, shout out Cedric? Carrie, yeah, I'm going to shout you out, man. Your name is Cedric or is it Carrie? But I want to shout out Cedric, man. He said he got cancer. We want to send blessings and good energy his way. True, what's up? What I'm talking about today, man, is the Pennsylvania governor's mansion was set on fire. What's your thoughts about that? Should that be happening? True. Should that happen? And it's like it's not really getting the coverage, the news coverage that you would think it would get. This ain't the time to be on just politics, or if it happened to this person, we talk about it. If it happened to that person, we don't talk about it. And then also, man, I'm still like feeling they need to beef up security. Not fair. On his mansion, they gotta beef up security, man. Everybody getting lax. And that's probably what happened in this case. Evidently, it did happen. Just getting lax. But you got to realize, man, it's some people that think all kind of ways out there. And some people want to just inflict harm on you for no reason. And some of the reasons to them is because they got problems, they got issues, they want to inflict it on other people. Man, we living in some dangerous times, man. We are currently living in dangerous times. That's why, even dealing with the presidency, and people. And I just want to talk about the story, man. I want to have some empathy. And my empathy goes out to the wife of the individual that was shipped over to El Salvador. And then some people are justified and say, well, he was an illegal immigrant. Man, listen, man, what happened to humanity? What about loving and caring for people? Why all this hate? And I know it's coming from the top because that's what he practiced, meaning President Trump. But what about the empathy? What about the love and concern for other human beings? We got a man that was not supposed to be sent over to El Salvador, but he's over there in a dangerous prison. Now, President Trump met with the leader, the president of El Salvador. He met with the leader. They met, talked about some stuff. If Trump wanted to bring him back, all he would have had to do was say the word, and the man would send him back. But we not dealing with that. Ain't no more love. It said a lot of folks are going through some mental issues, and we got to always keep that in mind. Yeah, this particular one, they saying he has some real mental issues. But while he having mental issues, he still can come up with the plan to scale the fence, to make this cocktail, to throw it into the mansion. So yeah, it's some mental issues, but some of that stuff is well thought out and planned and can be dangerous to other people. And we shouldn't, you don't want to like just lock mental people up. We don't even want to think like that, but what can you do? Somebody could just do something to you and then they'll say it was mental. We tried to get him help. It didn't work or whatever it may be. So yeah, I appreciate that. Dr. Shante, now this man would be a bargaining chip and a political ploy between ego-driven leaders. Exactly. That's a good point, Doc. Appreciate that. That's a good point. Dr. Shante Destiny, that was a good point. We appreciate that. And the other issue, I was talking about two issues. I was talking about the fire, which is a tragedy. You know what I'm saying? They didn't come out and say that's a terroristic act. Oh, you're very welcome, Doc. Where's our Attorney General? Why they not speaking on it? Hold on. I don't hear about many Republicans playing at Wall Street. How about Democrats? Pat, I really don't understand your question. And like, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know if you would call me a independent or swing voter, but it seems like everybody's stuck on Democrat, Republican. Come on, man, let's clear our minds for a minute. That's what keeps us separated and divided. Let's clear our mind just for a minute, man. Nafiri said he gonna get reelected from this situation. Dr. Shante said, it's so sad. Yeah, it's sad. And Nafiri, I agree. That's gonna boost up Shapiro, but he's popular anyway, I believe. I know on a global scale he's popular. I can't just speak for Pennsylvania, but I know on a global scale he's pretty popular. Casey said, I just want to say you are an amazing person. I hope everything in life you put your mind to, you succeed at. You are a winner, and it will all be okay. I promise. God loves you. Man, God loves you. God loves us all. And thank you for taking the time to say that, Casey Plum, because I know you didn't have to say that. I appreciate that. Thank you. We all need encouragement. And I want to extend the encouragement to you and everybody on this live. Man, I thank y'all for the continued support. Thank you. While we at it, man, can y'all go ahead and share this? Like the video if you're getting some value out of the video. Go ahead and like it. It don't matter if you're Democrat or Republican. Like the video if you're getting value from this. But as I was saying, though, y'all gave some good comments, man. But that's a tragedy. And as I was getting ready to say, our attorney, the Attorney General, the United States Attorney General should be speaking on this, should be calling this a terroristic act. And I know it's about sympathy and all that. They're going to sympathize with the man. But it seemed like nobody really came out and condemned it, because they feel like he's a Democrat. He's Jewish. So I guess that's where they at with it. Casey Plum said, done. Appreciate that on the like, Casey. Hey, man, go ahead and like and share this video, man, so more people can, so it can reach more people. Donald Hall said, Pam Bondi. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because if you do something to Tesla, she quick to come out and say something. But, I think this should be spoken about because when they do fix up the mansion, is he supposed to go back in there? And I know Nafir was saying they need more security. I agree with that too. But is this man supposed to, and his family supposed to go back in the mansion? No matter where he go, hotel, he gonna feel some type of way. He don't know if his family is safe or any of that. So that's where we at with that, man. It's sad about the fire. Did y'all see the pictures? I saw the end result of the fire and what it looked, man. It burned the part that I saw. It burned the majority of that thing up. It was burnt to like a crisp. It was really bad. So I guess they got out. He got his family and got the dogs out in time. The other thing, man, what's y'all thought about the immigrant that was? Yeah, Dr. Shante said it's inhabitable. Yes, he can't, but they're gonna remodel it, I guess. Dirty money. Stop with your shenanigans, man. But see, that's the energy we get from our leader. We come with a negative energy quick. Mike Matthews. He said, hello, young lion. Got your email, but I would get back. PA is the way to go for all good. Is the way to go for all good. White, black, brown, good people. We must get the truth out in the community. Appreciate that. Hey, thank you, Mike. And have you started your thing yet? You said you was gonna do your live. Have you started that yet? LB things said stuff and more said I give reciprocal energy. Listen, LB, you can only be who you are. You can only be who you are, man. When God gave you breath, what did you reciprocate on that? He gave all of us the breath of life. Ace Ventura said, I've got a question for Republican viewers. Is Satan bad? So LB, you started off good, so you should be coming out good. It's easier for us to look for bad and negative things. Dirty Money says Satan take care of his own, whatever that means to him. King On and Off had a question mark. Listen, man, make sure y'all like and share this video, man, so we can get it out to more people. Go ahead and like and share the video. Did you recognize me? King On and Off, I don't know what you're talking about. But listen, man, I thank y'all for this continued support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was initially talking about the fire at the governor's mansion in Pennsylvania. Shapiro. He's Jewish and he's a Democrat. I don't know if any of that had anything to do with the fire, but the man scaled the fence and threw a cocktail, which he made with gasoline and an empty Heineken bottle. He poured gasoline into a Heineken bottle and threw it in the house. While the governor was in there, his wife was in there, and two of his dogs. His two dogs were in there, but they was able to get out. Brother, what state do you live in? Why is that important, my brother? It says Satan God. No, Satan God. Hold on. Who's to say either really exists? Okay, Michael. That's a whole nother topic. But anyway, Dirty Money still talking this on Jazz. Hey, listen, hey, Dirty Money. Leave my beautiful black queen sister out of this, man. We talking about the fire in the mansion. We talking about the fire in the mansion. What's your thoughts about that, man? That's almost like attempted murder. That man was in there. What's your thoughts about the fire of a human being? Somebody threw this cocktail in his house while he was inside the house, mind you. So what's your thoughts on that, man? Not Fear 187 said, my brother Mark is the most solid, beautiful person I know. I'm blessed to have a big brother that's as solid as Mark. Government gonna need to step up his governor gonna need to step up his security for his family. Most definitely. I'm just glad he wasn't in a deep sleep. You know, everybody was on one. He woke everybody up in time. But yeah, he's going to step that security up. He's going to have to, because guess what? Hatred is real. And we come on here and talk, and you know, I hear different stuff, but I will hope that the people on this live is only just talking to some of the extent, man, because we don't wish harm on no human being. No human being, man. That man threw that cocktail while that man's family, his wife, his wife, his children, and two of his dogs was in the house, man. All of them could have died. I heard on the news they said if certain windows was all open at the, certain doors were open at the time, it would have pulled the fire quicker, and he might not have made it out. Dirty Money said Crockett paid the bull. What that got to do with anything if she did pay him? I don't know what you're talking about. Ace Ventura said, don't firebomb people's houses. That should be common sense. Trevor said, yep. Mike Matthews said, but hate is really real. Listen, man, hate is real. They still working on it, but I want to share this case with y'all, man. Are y'all familiar with the two black twins in Georgia who was going to take a trip, and then they found them dead in the mountains? And now they got the guy who supposedly had did it. But hate is real, man. Sometimes people hate you just because it can be the way you look, the way you talk, what you represent. It could be a number of things. Dirty Money, you losing me, man. You said, what happened to the God of Drive Boys? Trevor said, love, life, and happiness. That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. That's what's motivated me to get up and, you know, at least once a day and try to talk to the people, man, and encourage somebody. And it may not sound like encouragement, but that's what it's about, man. I come out here, you know, on a daily, at least Monday through Friday, to try to encourage somebody. Love is greater. Trevor said, hate is real. Denny, I'm not even going to read that. Say something positive, man, so I can read it. Only one can know me said mental health issues are real. Yeah, only one. I got a question, though. Like, mental health is real. I don't know if he thought somebody was out to get him, but then he calculate, then he scale the fence, then he go into the thing, then he throw it, you know, the cocktail. So yeah, mental health, but it was well thought out. He made sure to do it at like 2 in the morning. He did it while they were asleep in the house. So mental health is real, but at the same time, he was able to calculate his strategy and go in there and do what he did. Michael said about the twins. Michael Matthews, are you familiar with that? They found the twins dead in the mountains, man. Trevor said, got you. I hope nothing but success, my dude. Appreciate that. Success back to you. Y'all ignore any negativity on the comment, because I'm ignoring them. Y'all just ignore them, man. Not fair. Not fair said the dog should have been on point. You're right, though, but it was 2 o'clock in the morning. So the dog was asleep. He was asleep. The family was asleep. See, that's what I'm saying. The man thought this was well thought out. He came like 2 in the morning while everybody was asleep. Any security they had might have been asleep too, which is crazy because you should have 24-hour security. Jay Glover said it was intentional. Michael, let me read what you said. It said, PA is the way to go because you and our people are waking up to all the turns and 360s always come around. Evil don't rest. That's another thing too, man. That's why it's important to speak your truth. And everybody don't do it the same way, but at least walk your truth, man. Because guess what? Evil don't never sleep. That was a good point, Michael. Evil ain't gonna sleep, man. Your enemy doesn't sleep. And I'm not telling nobody to go out and look for trouble, but be on guard, man. At all times, man. Be on guard. Please watch your surroundings, man. Pay a close attention. Pay close attention. Yeah, man. Listen. Let me remove this. Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all had to take care of that. Good people unite, rise, and never regret the truth. Michael, that's what it is. That's why you got to go ahead and start your thing, man. Start your live. Do a trial run one time. Do a trial run one time to see how it go. Let me see. You hear me, Michael? Go ahead and do a trial run, man. Go ahead and get it started, man, because somebody got to hear the message that you got for the people. Somebody got to hear that. Somebody got to hear. Yeah, Jay Glover, I had to get rid of Denny, man. I had to get rid of him because he just was going to go on and on. Man, my heart goes out to, man, the person that's in El Salvador. My heart goes out to him, man. And it just continually be in my mind, man. Because I'm a human being, man, and I care about people. But he's over there in the dangerous, he mess around and get killed over there. It's possible that Garcia over in El Salvador, he can mess around and get killed over in that prison, man. And we all cheering it on. Yeah, he's this and that. And come on, man. Country have invested trillions in a dirty money. Dirty money. You talking about a lot of countries have invested trillions in American economy. Did Trump tell you that? Said no, they won't return him. He dead. Yeah, man. I feel for his wife and his kids. But he said he'd order the deal. All it would take, man, it's real simple. It would actually just take a simple phone call and they can get that man back over. If you admitted you made a mistake, but Trump and them don't play fair. The attorney who admitted the mistake, man, they put that man on leave. They put the attorney who admitted that they made a mistake, they put him on leave. It ain't watching The View, man. Y'all gotta open your mind, man. Y'all gotta open your mind. Watch world news, like how y'all watch Fox. How y'all watch Fox News. And speaking of Fox, did y'all see the interview with JD Vance on Fox News now? This is on Fox News. He calling Chinese people peasants. Ace Ventura said the president of El Salvador said he doesn't have the power. You know why he's saying that? Because he's waiting for Trump. They made an agreement. I don't know what kind of money was exchanged. That's why they're not bringing that man back. See? Dirty money. You repeating see what Trump teach y'all? to hate people. So as you calling them peasants out loud, I wonder, because they feel some type of way about black people. I wonder what some of y'all say about black people, what y'all say about Mexicans in private. They're not peasants, man. We got to get out of this hate stuff, man. But that's what Trump promote. That's why it's easy to say, yo, they're peasants. No, they're hardworking people, man. They are hardworking. Stop buying into the hate. Don't buy into the hate, man. He gonna ask me why I'm bringing up my blackness. Because you called those Chinese peasants. And I was just making a relation. Did you see Marjorie Green? Yes, I saw that. Listen, they not talking about that either. Thank you, Doc. Dr. Shantae said, did you see Marjorie Taylor Greene's ex-husband harass the Muslim teenage girls who were praying? This man was cussing, harassing, disrespecting them. But that's what they did. That's part of that hate. That's part of that hate, man. And if you speak against hate, this is their card. Why are you bringing up that? Because it happens. It happens today. We got a president that sent that man, would y'all please rally, dirty money, and get your MAGAs and the rest of the Republicans, rally to bring that man back home. Since y'all always talking about God and you love people, get that man back home. Dr. Shantae Destiny said, then give a sorry Rush, gave a sorry Rush apology. Yes, he apologized. Why? Because it was caught on camera. He stayed there a long time cussing them out. But since the camera was exposed, that's when he wanted to apologize. Antonio, good morning. Good morning. Make sure you like the video. Anybody who didn't, make sure you like this video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not done it. If you have not done it. But yeah, we living in hard times, man, and it's like it's the norm. Remember, it's Chinese people over here. So you calling them peasants out loud, you doing it out loud. What you think our Chinese population here feel like? All the Chinese people that I know, they hard working. Them jokers is working. Dr. Shantae said, I definitely shared the video. Yeah, then eventually he tried to apologize. But since you brought Marjorie Taylor up, I'm gonna say this: when Trump did that inside training thing, he told him it's a good time to buy. You know, she bought some of them stocks too and made a lot of money. See, Trump trying to manipulate the market, say we got tariffs, and then say we don't got tariffs so the market can go down, and then say this so the market can go up. He playing with our lives, man, and all to get his buddies paid. It's a money grab. A lot of people can't see it. This here is a money grab, and guess what? We ain't in it. The average working American are not in it, man. We just here. We not in this. We're not benefiting from what Trump said. As he lied and said, on day one, I'm going to do this. I'm going to help the economy. Your grocery prices are going to go down. And it did nothing but do the opposite. He did nothing but do the opposite. Another thing, too, as they sent that guy over in El Salvador, Trump's, and some people going to say it's a joke, he said, I'm thinking about sending American prisoners over there. And we know that would be unconstitutional. I bought when Trump said buy. I invested 150. Good job, EC. But some people can't do that, man. They live in paycheck to paycheck. Nafir said, just share this video. We on it, bro. Appreciate it. Ace Ventura. Ace, you told him that's not legal, man. That's inside trading. You can't do that, man, but that's what they do. That ain't the only illegal thing they doing. That's people's 401k. Antonio said we need to bring back the prisoners that have been convicted unlawfully. You talking about in El Salvador? They ain't even had no trial. They just shipped him over. He locked up. And I don't know if it's indefinite. I don't even know how long they got to be there. Will they ever be released? But it take a heartless person to just round up people and send them to a prison. That's heartless. Listen, man, everything's because of Joe. Stop that, man. Stop that. EC, that was illegal, man. We gonna tell the truth, man. Today, let's practice that. I know they don't usually do that, but let's practice that. What he did was illegal. But Trump does feel like he's above the law. He don't answer to nobody. And you did benefit from it. But it's some people that 401ks didn't benefit. It's not a joke. So yeah, you made a few dollars. But guess what? It was on the back of Americans, man, taxpayers. So you one of the few that did benefit. More power to you. Martha Stewart went to jail for that. Exactly. Not only her, we can name a couple people that went to jail on that. Doctor, listen, they don't care nothing about due process. Thanks for sharing that, Dr. Destiny. They don't care nothing about no due process. And this is my sentiment. I want y'all to hear me very good when I say this. Anything that happens in this country, I don't care if they're illegals, or Mexican, or whatever, it can happen to a black person. Because just how we sit back and watch them do it to a Mexican or whoever, El Salvadorian or whatever, they can do it to a black person. And guess what? MAGA and Republicans are going to justify it. They're going to justify the why I say it's cool to do it. He was doing something. He was trying to resist. Send him out. So I don't want to see that. I want to see due process. If you got something on somebody, okay, take them through the courts. Do it the right way. But the way we going right now, Ace Ventura, I appreciate you sharing that. But what I'm coming to find out, these people know the truth. MAGA, some of the Republicans, they know the truth. They refuse to accept it. They don't care nothing about it for real, man. And their thing is, Trump, do what you do. We don't care nothing about it. Trump said, this is what Trump said during the last time when he ran. He said, my supporters are so loyal, I can shoot somebody in the middle of the street and they will still support me. And that's what we're seeing. See, you tell the truth, man. It's wrong, man. That's why they looking into it. Join me. Just join. Scene tense. Oh, Goosey, what's up, man? We talking about, I don't, is this your first time? If it is, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Goosey Games. Subscribe to the channel. Like this video too, man. We're talking about several issues, but right now we was talking about when Trump encouraged them people to buy now. And some of us were saying that it's inside trading, it's illegal. What's your thoughts on that, Goosey Games? Bob Hayes said Trump had a meeting with a bunch of billionaires, right? Listen, Bob, let me read that loud and clear for people to know. Bob says Trump had a meeting with a bunch of billionaires right before he decided to pause the tariffs, and the stock market had really immediately bounced up. Coincidence or insider trading? Insider trader, hands down. And they caught the hot mic when he was inside the White House talking to Penske. You made 900 million, and then Charles Schwab, you made 2 billion. They was laughing about the money they made while people were still suffering. Stephen Wheat, what's up? Tammy, 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 I can't get the last name. Welcome to the chat. We need to bring back Garcia. Most definitely, we need to bring back Garcia. That thing hurt me to my heart, man, because it could be me. It could be you. But we sometimes, as people, we don't feel something until it hit us personally. I done seen a number of MAGA videos. This one lady, she's straight hardcore MAGA, had the big flag in her front of her house, and she was one of the federal employees that got fired. Now she's saying she regret her vote for Trump. She didn't know he was going to fire federal employees. She said she thought her job was secure. She worked for the federal government, but she happened to be one of the ones who got fired. Nafir said they always say we resist arrest as a way to justify their actions. Trump already said when you put him in the car, hit their head against the door, don't be nice. Ace Ventura said has like 15 days to show her trades. We will see. Yeah, Ace Ventura, that's a good point. Because Marjorie Green, she did benefit them for them trades. Because she was one of them ones that made money off of that too. And his billionaire buddies. Goosey Game said, how do you feel about the budget cuts and government spending? I'm hearing that we're spending more now. All the cuts and the savings that Doge said they found, it wasn't accurate. Because what they used to do, they used to be able to go on that site, that Doge site, and, fact check. But now what they did is they still got numbers. They just put numbers up there. But at one time, they had the each grant that they said they saved, you would be able to follow the it was a number associated with it. They done took those numbers off because now you can't even follow it. You can't even fact check it. You just got to go by what they said, because the issue was they said they saved 8 billion and come to find out it was 8 million. Even though 8 million is good. But I'm saying, let's be accurate here. Let's tell the truth. Helene said Trump is doing inside trading. Man, listen, this whole presidency here is a money grab. That's why he huddled up with all the billionaires. All of them came to his inauguration, besides the ones we know, besides the Facebook, the Bezos, which is Amazon, Elon Musk. They said besides them, it's like 15 others, and they all huddled up. That's what this was about. It's a money grab. Yes, sir. First time. Goosey, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Go and like the video, man, if you find value in this. This ain't about Republican and Democrat, but I'm going to tell you this. I do not support the president, just so you understand, my stance. I don't support a lot of the stuff that he's doing. Tammy, they still shouldn't have sent that man out. We got white supremacists with all kind of tattoos. We don't even arrest them. We don't even investigate them. And y'all saying that this, Tammy said Antonio, she's talking to Antonio. He has an MS-13 gang tattoo on the back of his head. If he do, so what? You see how many white people got that not only on their bodies, they put them on their vehicles. They represent their flags, but don't try to demonize that. Anything should be due process. You got to prove it in a court of law. Just can't send people out. Ace say he has a tattoo of a soccer team. Okay. EC said they are saying, but this EC, you be bringing a lot of stuff to the table, man. You got a lot of insight. I love what you bring to the table. But let me ask you this, EC. Do you not agree that this is insider trading? the stuff that Trump just did, do you not agree that that's insider trading? What, Tammy, what makes it kind of illegal? That he knew when he made that announcement what effect it would have on the stock market. That makes it illegal. He wasn't just in general talking. That was a call to action. So it's a little bit different. Helene said Trump should be in prison. Yeah, he's a convicted felon, but we look over all that and point the fingers at the bad guys, the Mexicans. He got a tattoo, so we need to send him out of the country. Come on now. Goosey said, oh, as long as what happens falls under the lines of insider training, then it is wrong. Goosey, I appreciate that. My sentiments exactly. Another guy got picked up for having an autism support tattoo. Yeah, man, listen, man, right now, we're in some rough times right now. Let me see what Helene said. Yup. That's not an MS-13. The tattoo he has is his favorite soccer team. See how we put stuff out there? And we just put stuff out there and it just be out there, man. Because nobody's going to challenge it. Especially if Trump said to his followers, that's going to be the truth. Because they're going to say Trump said it. Just like J.D. Vance called them Chinese people peasants. And you trying to negotiate a deal with them, but you call them peasants? You showing your bigotry to the world? We know what you do in this country, how you treat your own kind, how you discriminate against your own kind. We know what you do in this country. But that thing was aired publicly. You're on a national stage embarrassing yourself. Dirty money, that's good that you invested, but open your eyes outside of what's Republican or what's MAGA, man. If something's wrong, it should be wrong. And you should not be afraid to say it. You can still support Trump. But when something is wrong, it should be wrong, man. Don't ignore it because it's Trump. Should a convicted felon be president? Let's start with that. Dirty money, I'm talking to you. Tammy, should we deport some of these racist white folks? They got not only tattoos, some of them got blood on their hands. Should we deport those? All these racist and hate organizations who got tattoos all over them. So don't be one-sided. Don't be hypocritical on this, man. Yeah, they voted for it. Okay. Hennessy bottle. He said Hennessy bottle had to be a black man. No, they got him. It's a white man who threw the cocktail. The black man, I don't know if he found the bottle, if that was his bottle, but he used the bottle. Stephen, he said Hennessy bottle had to be a black man. Nope, wasn't a black man. EC said, you want a better job? Mike Rowe is putting out scholarships for specific jobs. Okay. Antonio says, Tammy, not all Latino tattoos are MS-13 tattoos. And that's a fact, man. But we quick to demonize other people who don't look like us. But we give the world a benefit to Trump. Trump was convicted of 34 felonies, and this group still ride with him because they don't care nothing about it. As Trump don't care nothing about us, some of them don't either. Like, so he raped a woman, and what? They don't care nothing about it. He was framed. Stephen said they all crooks. Antonio said, you didn't know Trump was a gangster from New York? Yeah, he from New York, and he got a lot of history. I don't know if their supporters know about him, but really they don't care. Just make America great. Feel like we won, but we losing. I tell people all the time, it don't matter if you Democrat, Republican, MAGA, we losing as a nation. And some of y'all, like it was some people on here who dirty money, EC, y'all benefit. Y'all benefited. But some of your family members didn't benefit. If you got elders on Medicaid and Medicare, they not benefiting. So let's think about other people outside of ourselves. Dirty Money said he making money right now. Tammy, okay, Tammy, let me ask you, because you telling Antonio that is an MS-13. Did you see it? How did you see it? And don't tell me through Fox News. Did you see that tattoo? Did you see it? Because you 100% sure that the tattoo was an MS-13 tattoo. Tell me, did you see it and how did you see it? Y'all believe in the court, Tammy? Because the court told them to facilitate the return of the man. So you saying it was proven in a court. The Supreme Court, the highest court, told Trump to facilitate the return. So we believe in the courts, right? If we do, Tammy, let's get that man back here to his family. Thanks for sharing that. Good question, Antonio. Because 1 minute they believe in the court, do this and do that. And by the way, Trump did go to court. He did have due process, and he was convicted. He was given due process, but he was convicted. Mike, yeah, he is sick. Yeah, the deportation hearing in 2019. He was given a stay, though. That man had a legal right to be here, man. Tammy, he did. So go. I'm glad you brought up his deportation hearing. He had a right to be here. It's called withholding without removal. So go research that. It's almost like right up there with asylum. He was not supposed to be removed. Withholding without removal. So check that out, Tammy. Thanks for bringing that hearing up. Toner said, Mike said KKK is everywhere. And we don't attack them. Law enforcement don't even investigate them. They can come out with the robes on and they will not lock the KK up. Thanks for sharing that, Michael, because they are everywhere. But they in the court system. They judges, they lawyers, they business people. And then they put the hoods on at night or whenever they put them on. But yeah, they never attack them. But you want to attack somebody because you said he got a tattoo? Dirty Money. Listen, man, if you're gonna have an honest dialogue, just be real, man. Take off your trumpet helmet, get out of the court for a minute. It's good that you making money. I ain't hating on that. But it is insider trading. You can't do that, man. And that's why he huddled up. The way he did it was wrong. If you look at the whole thing as a whole, it was wrong, man. It is insider trading is illegal, Tammy. Whether this and if they follow through with it or not, that's a whole nother story. But insider trading is wrong. Now, if you go to court, it would be up to the jury or whoever to decide. But insider trading is wrong. Ace, if anybody else would have said that, the Republicans would have pounced. They would have called him out. Thanks for sharing that. Dirty Money. See how he was convicted. Dirty Money said Trump wasn't convicted. That's how I know y'all following him without studying anything about him. Yes, he was convicted, man. Any of your buddies on here can tell you that. Dirty Money, you dead wrong on that. He was convicted and he was sentenced. But they didn't want to send him to prison because they didn't want to interfere or stop him from running for presidency. Antonio said, cuz he's a gangster from New York. Got you. Mike said, real talk 100. Trump told everyone that it's a good time to buy. Yeah, Antonio said Tammy Pierce, there was no trial hearing. Right. But I think Tammy was talking about some years back, you know, because the man was seeking asylum. The man was using the process. And he was given what's called, what is it called? Withholding without removal. Y'all look that up. Withholding without removal, meaning he was not supposed to be shipped out. He was not supposed to be shipped out. So he was trying to seek asylum in his country because he knew his country was dangerous and he didn't want to be there. But Trump didn't honor that. MC, how about how Mike Take That happened yesterday? Enlighten us, MC. I don't know if I caught that or not. MC said, how about Mike Take That happened yesterday? Help me out. Help me out. What you talking about? I might have. See, Dirty Money. You letting Trump and his hate, because that's what it is, causing you to be hateful. Why do you hate these people, man? What have they done to you? Dirty Money said they live in straw huts. That's a peasant. Listen, man, we got to stop with this, man. This white superiority and all that. We got to stop that, man. Condescending. We need to stop that, man. That hate that we got, especially in this country, man. The dark history in this country. That's why Trump is attacking black history. Don't want it taught in schools because of the hate. So they can continue to hate. Because the hate ain't went nowhere. So Dirty Money, you better than that, man. Don't do that, man. Don't call Chinese people peasants. I don't care if they're immigrants, illegals, or whatever you call them, man. They're human beings first. Everybody on this planet are human beings first. Everybody. Everybody on this planet are human beings, man. Let's treat people with respect. Don't follow Trump and his hate. Don't follow Trump and his hate, please. Troy Hamilton said it has nothing to do with tattoos, but it does with intelligence from ICE. So Troy, should they practice due process? Because what if they grab you? And you might have a tattoo, whether it was real, whether it was fake, or whatever. What if they attack you, man? Oh, listen, man, if you have not done it, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, so you can be notified anytime I make a video. Like this video, man. Share this video. Troy, I asked you a question. Antonio said Trump is part of the Gambino family. Gets what he want. Justin said W. Trump. Okay. He said built more prison for our citizens of America to us. MC. See, they think Trump playing. Trump told the man, and you can hear it on Hot Mic again, build more prisons for American citizens. And if Trump can get away with it, Trump will try to do that. See, he's putting it out in people's minds now, especially for his base, so y'all can start justifying it. Justin said Trump will make the country great again. Well, right now it's going backwards. I guess maybe he'll start that one day, but right now it's going backwards. Justin, y'all say fake felonies, but Trump, what about all the African Americans in this country that got felonies? They real though, huh? Everybody's felonies real but Trump. Everybody's felonies are real but Trump. Y'all justifying sending people out of the country because y'all say he got a tattoo. But we got a president with 34 felonies convicted. Doc, let me see what Doc's saying. That behavior makes civilians and military unnecessary targets when serving or traveling to these nations. Exactly. Like right now, we getting hate because the world is watching, man, and they see how we acting or how not we, because I don't treat them like that. I know what it's like to be treated like that, but they looking at us sideways, and that's Canada, the EU, which is Europe, Chinese. They looking at that and they see it, and we over here saying they peasants. No, they not peasants, man. They not beneath us. That's how they treated us when we were slaves. They said black people was 1/3 of a man or a person, 1/3 of a person. And the sad thing is, some of them still have them views. That's part of the reason Trump got an all-white cabinet. He let black men be over the housing projects. I'm gonna let you be over HUD. The same thing he did last time with Ben Carson, who a neurosurgeon. He put Ben Carson over the projects, over HUD. And that's the same thing he did with this guy here. So it's crazy, man. We got to stop with this hate. And that's why it's easy to hate black people, Latinos. Oh, he gay, LGBT, I hate them. Because that's what they practice is hate. We got to stop this, man. We got to stop this hate, man. Okay. Said they should send him to El Salvador. Okay. Carl said, watch out, bro. They would deport you too soon. Don't insult King Trump's. I got my eyes open, man. If they come to get me, I pray my family be all right. Because you right. Cardo, what is it? Carto, 49 fool. I appreciate that. I'm watching out. Jake said another young angry black man killing for clout. Jake, ain't no clout here. What clout I'm getting? What are you talking about? Mike said, we are next. Tammy, I answer you. Let's have this debate. What debate are you talking about? Because first I'm going to have to give you time to do your research. What debate are you talking about, Tammy? Oh, the insider trading. You don't want that debate, man, because he dead wrong, man. Tammy, you don't want that debate, man, because Trump is dead wrong. It's a trial run for his agenda. Mike, that was powerful. It is a trial run for his agenda. That's why, you know, I'm loving it that Bernie Sanders and AOC been 50 states having the largest crowds against oligarchy, against him wanting to be a dictator, because that's how he's running it. And he got some of the, I don't know if you use the word loyal supporters, because that might not be appropriate. More like blind. They support him blindly. He said that they will follow him no matter what he do. If Trump changes his mind tomorrow, they're going to change their mind. If he changes his mind the next day, they're going to change their mind. That's dangerous. Listen, Tammy, go research what he was given. I know you stuck on Fox News and conservative radio, but research what was given and tell me what it's called. It's called withholding without removal. They was not supposed to send that man out, period. Antonio said, Tammy, bring it. Nobody's afraid of you. Troy, those were not misdemeanors. 34 felonies, man. But it don't matter to you, to be honest. It don't matter to you because you're going to support him no matter what. It don't matter to you. If it was found out that Trump had killed somebody because he said he'd shoot somebody and y'all would still support him. If it was found out that he killed somebody, y'all would still support him. Y'all would still, it's nothing that can change that. Nothing. There's nothing that he can do for y'all to change the support. Because he didn't make the prices on day one better for nobody. He didn't do that. And y'all lying and said, we voted for him for the price of eggs. Well, how's that going? We need to release all the people in jail over fake felonies. All the judges are biases. Okay, yeah. Donald Hall said lawmakers. Okay. Mike said you can't discover a country when people are living in it. Yeah, that was one of the biggest lies ever told. They said I can Photoshop you a tattoo right now. 1 second. That's so easy to do. Tammy said I've seen the same tattoos on gang members. But still, we still got to go to court. It has even been people who went to court that 20 years later we found out that they was innocent. That's why you need due process, man, because we don't want to send nobody innocent to prison. Nobody. Especially not deport them to another country, to a dangerous prison. Jake said, I am Marlon Salvatore. Peace. Welcome to the chat. Why wasn't he in jail then? Because they didn't want to send him to jail. They didn't want to stop him from being able to run. That's what the man said. I know you, Justin, you're a big Trump supporter. I know you know the story. He was convicted. They didn't want to do nothing because they didn't want to stop him from running. They made that decision. They refused to do it. This after he was convicted now, before they sentenced him. Troy, you misinformed. I know you was going to drink that Trump juice. They was lying on Fox. I saw that Fox thing, but they was lying. It's crazy, Troy, because you seem intelligent that you just go for the okie doke. The judge ruled for them to facilitate to bring him back. They didn't overrule no judges. Tammy, you wrong on that, man. Go do some more research. That man had a right to be here. And he used the proper channels. But listen, this country is our country, right? And we all have a say on our country. For some people, for some reason, white people think it's their country. Deport everybody. Well, where are they going to deport you to? Where would they deport you to, man? Y'all need to stop that. Antonio said, I have tattoos, so I belong to MS-13. Donald said he going. Bye-bye. Okay, y'all cheer that on, man. Y'all cheer it on. But guess what? The reality is Trump losing this tariff war. Y'all so big and bad and treat your citizens with such disrespect and disdain and discrimination. But guess what? The big bad China is not playing. The big bad China is not playing with the bully America, calling them peasants. Christ said, don't judge, let the judge do that job. Jesus Christ said, don't judge, let the judge do that job. Okay. Jerome said, Tammy, I'm reporting. Oh, okay. Good for you. Okay. Listen, man, if you have not done it, man, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified. I want to thank y'all, man. We got a lot of information on the chat, man, on both sides, man. Both people gave good information. MC said time is the devil because she's doing the opposite of Jesus Christ. Okay. Donald said come to the U.S. legally. You come legally, or you can buy it for $5 million. Trump said $5 million. He got the gold cards. But y'all okay with that too? Born in the dens of snakes. We are born in a den of snakes. Yeah, Mike. We can go back and forth, but listen, man, on both sides, man, we got a lot of good input, man. We got a lot of good input. I want to thank y'all for the continued support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you tune in tomorrow around the same time. Tune in tomorrow around the same time. Go and like the video, man. Don't hate. It don't matter if you're on either side. Like this video. Share the video. I want to thank y'all for the continued support. Anybody got any last comments or thoughts or anything? Mike said not all white people are bad. Carp said market manipulation. That's exactly what it was. Anybody got any last thoughts or comments, man? Dirty Money, appreciate you. Mark, come on, man. Be respectful, Mark. Listen, man, I thank y'all, man. If you had not done it, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I make the video. And come back tomorrow, because we got to continue this, man. Tammy, make sure you come back tomorrow. Everybody on here, make sure you come back tomorrow because we got to continue this talk. It's an I sub, Mark. Everybody take care. Ace Ventura, appreciate that. Y'all take care, man. Till next time, y'all be safe, man. Peace.